Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 10 US Destroyer Gearing. It has 6 main guns, 10 torpedoes, 30 AA guns, a surface detection of 5.9 kilometers, top speed 37.8 knots, total health 19,400. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main battery, increase main battery accuracy and rate of fire, lower chance of flood and fire, faster rudder shift, and concealment. For my commander, situation awareness, faster turret traverse, superintendent, last stand, and concealment again. We are on the map Land of Fire, and this ship is just so good. I love it. I could play it almost exclusively, although that would be a little boring for the channel, right? We spawned relatively center, I would say, and as a US destroyer, I'm going to head for C. I can dominate the point, possibly capture it for my team, and eliminate any enemy ships that might be in and around C. I assumed that my allied destroyers would do the exact same thing. We have a Shimakaze in front. He doesn't look like he wants to go for C. It looks like he actually wants to go for B. And I'm like, well, what about the other one? No, that one also appears to be headed for B. We have what looks like 2 more friendly destroyers also headed for B. So I'm going to be by myself a little bit, and I was a little worried. I could take 1v1, maybe 1v2, but there's 4 enemy destroyers on the enemy team. What if they all went for C? So that's a part of the strategy. It looks like the standard battleship cruiser strategy. Let's go over at A and sit there and do nothing. I really don't like the accepted meta where you stand in the back, allow someone else to capture the point, and you just harass each other down. It exists on Trap, it exists on this map, and it's just not fun. Nobody wants to just stand around at long range. An enemy is attempting to capture A right now, probably an enemy destroyer, because, I mean, it's not really likely that a cruiser could get there quick enough, and certainly not a battleship. Oh, we're detected. Enemy Fletcher, Tier 9 US Destroyer, and it looks like he actually has Rank 1 camouflage, so this guy has some skill. He pops his smoke. Immediately, we do a little bit of damage on him. He slows to a crawl, and he's going to send out torpedoes. I don't need to see the torpedoes to know he's going to send them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this nice island chain right in front of me, and I'm just going to wait. It's going to be inevitable that the torpedoes will pass by harmlessly. We're trying to fire just in front of the smoke. If you notice the little... Yep, here we go. As predicted. Only one set, so there is a risk that another set might come. We are detected though, and how does he see me? I haven't fired. I don't see him. Okay, drops off. Where could he be? We did capture C, so that's great. The friendlies captured B. The enemy has captured A. We have an advantage. Now, will our team give up that advantage? That's the real question. Looks like a Shimakaze was already on the western side of the map. You saw just a little quick blurb. Looked like just a huge amount of torpedoes, and I noticed that the Ibuki behind me is AFK, so I'm all alone over here. And I would love to take this Fletcher out. Is he aggressive? Is he going to stay in the area? That's sort of why I'm staying around here. I want to see if he's going to move into the point. If he moves into the point, he's dead. He has to wait on his smoke cooldown to protect himself from a possible assassination attempt by my ship. Oh, there he is. Okay. He chose the wrong neighborhood. He's going to be so dead. He can't possibly run away. 4 kilometers. He's well within the detectability of the ship. Yep. Take out his propulsion. He has to use damage control. We're trying to be as neutral as we possibly can. He sends out his other set. Remember? Yep. We're able to completely avoid it, and he's trying to run as fast as he can. But there's no hope for you. I'm way faster than you. I have way more rate of fire. I'm just a better ship in this situation. And yes, we take him out. First blood. Enemy Ibuki fires on our position. We're pretty neutral. We sustained very little damage. Now I have my smoke. Conveniently, he's within range. I'm going to come to a complete stop, and I'm going to unload on him. And just look at this rate of fire. I can't believe there's a ship in the game with a rate of fire this extreme. You're playing the game and you run across these high tier ships, and sometimes they make you laugh at them because the player chooses incorrectly. Sometimes they make you look silly. The gearing will make everyone look silly, and I'm so thankful that I finally have it. This Ibuki wants nothing of this. He's leaving the area completely. And we're just trying to get a little bit of chip damage, maybe a fire. That's why I have 18 loaded. At an extreme long range, I'm not going to really have a lot of success with AP plunging. I would prefer a fire. And since he's completely outside of my range... Oh, we got a fire. Is he going to put it out? I think he put it out. Okay, so we know his damage control will not be up. And we can use that for the future. I have not used my torpedoes. He still is within range. But he's so close to an island chain that he's probably going to get behind the island. He's making a break for it, as if he's going for that. We have a friendly Fubuki right next to us. And so far, only one ship has died. That enemy Fletcher. We have control over B and C. The enemy is mostly situated around A, along with most of my team. 90% are both on the western side of the map. They're overextending. Our team doesn't need to fight this. Our team has a huge advantage with the extra point. And I just ping out, hey, there's an enemy destroyer very close to you. Take it out. At least treat it with respect. Everyone who can fire on it should fire on it. He probably popped smoke because he's not on the map anymore. So there are still 2 enemy destroyers unaccounted for. They could be anywhere. There might be one trying to capture C. Sometime there'll be 1 or 2 enemy ships that just want to run the edge of the map on the east. There is a possibility that could still be happening. I have pretty great detection. There's no way they would see me unless they were as close as the Fletcher. If they had as good detection, there was no way I could possibly see them if they were running the islands. And we do a quick check to see, okay, there is a possibility of a torpedo strike. The Hindenburg is very low, and an enemy shows up trying to capture B. Okay, there is one of the remaining 2 destroyers unaccounted for, so we only have 1 left. Yep, he shows back up. It's a Shimakaze. Interesting. And I really want people to focus down. Oh, we see both of them. Okay, we know where all the enemy destroyers are. I send out my torpedoes. 1 at and 1 lead on this enemy. I'm also going to head and try and take on the Shimakaze. It looks like they took out the Hindenburg. Fantastic. That Benson should also be a focus of the Kagero. We have our prize right in front of us. An enemy tier 10 Shimakaze. And he's probably crapping his pants. He's going, oh man, why are you right here? And just look at the devastation. He takes out a module. I choose to use damage control. It kind of provides a protective barrier for the engagement, so I have my guns up the whole time. We kill him. We transition straight to the Benson. I was wary that he might use a torpedo, but he got so close. I think we're good. We miss with the Benson. He disappears. We follow in. What looks like, are we going to hit him? Is it going to hit? Oh, just the tip. We cause flooding, and that's pretty good. The friendlies can continue the pursuit. We also know that the enemy team is basically all on the west, so we can start choking them off. We can slowly, and look at the wall of torpedoes. Now, in this situation, when you have a clear advantage, you could stay defensive, or you could pressure the weak points. Now, to me, a weak point is a battleship undefended by a cruiser/destroyer. That Izumo is a prime target, and that enemy Benson is in and around him, so he's not going to be as successful protecting those 2 ships. He's just too low. And I really want people to take him out. Come on, if you have a shot, take it. Fantastic shot. Gets him in 1 salvo, has no time to react. And now the hunters become the hunted. The Izumo, the Kutazev, the Atago, all of these ships are prime targets for both my torpedoes and my gun systems with the assistance of smoke. I'm just trying to decide who should I go after. Looks like the Kagero went for the Atago with both of his torpedoes, and they're having trouble. So I'm going to take advantage of this trouble. Torpedoes just came back up. Looks like they have reoriented theirself, and the Atago takes 1 right on the nose. So, torpedoes completely available. I'm going to send out a completely widespread. They're kind of coming right at us. It's not really going to be that effective. So what I'm going to try and do is clog up the area, maybe force them to run into one, to maneuver away, and we're going to use AP on this broadside Atago. Make him think twice about his choices in life, and every single salvo is doing about 2k. That is an insane amount of damage, and please make use of that AP. Are we going to catch him with our torpedo? We catch just barely the back half. We cause flooding, we're taking fire from the enemy, but we're in the smoke. It's going to be inaccurate for them. Now, he's got great angling. We're going to swap it back to HE. Although we do lose sight of him, we take one little shot. The Atago sent out torpedoes, but they're not going to hit. This Izumo also has the rank 1 camouflage, so don't underestimate this guy. He's also showing a lot of his side. We swap to AP, and we're going to continue harassing this guy. Now, we're landing on the deck. It's ricocheting. You don't want to land there. Lower it just slightly, Notser. And that's what I'm trying to do. Yes, there we go. That's where you want to hit. 2,800 per salvo. Woo! And we kill him with the flood. Nice. I just want to confirm. We give up 1 or 2 gun rotations, but it's better to be safe than sorry. And I don't really have a good angle on these targets. I need to start moving a little bit. I would prefer not to take the Kutuzev's small caliber guns. They are made to kill me. So, this is a little aggressive, but look at the time in the game. There's just not a lot of time. Front guns are rotating. I'm going to wait until all 3 are ready to go, and then we're going to fire. HE on the target. His gun's completely out of position. He's going to have to rotate them all the way back in order to deal with me. We set a fire, and then we swap to AP. And I'm trying to get the AP to land just below the command tower. That's really the sweet point. Oh yeah, 3,600. He's slowing down to a stop. You can see his guns are almost in position. We're also getting free defense points. This is really where you get a lot of XP, is situations like this, denying the enemy the ability to capture the point. He's firing on our position. We got to maneuver. AP's not doing that hot, man. The plunging fire is a little bit too far, in my opinion, and yep, we see it. We swap back to HE. Anytime I see less than 1,500 per full salvo of these guns, I feel like I need to swap the ammo type to get a little bit more success. HE is a little bit better at hitting multiple areas of the ship, maybe causing a fire. There, that's a perfect part of the ship for it to land right on the command. The smokestacks, we incapacitate the torpedoes, who cares? Are we going to be able to get credit for this kill, though? We're leaving him very, very low, and he's moving outside of range. So you notice I'm headed straight for him now, and it looks like a friendly torpedo is going to get the kill. All right. Well, you know what? We helped kill the guy. That's all that really matters. And look at this game. We locked this game up. Hard carry. Super hard carry. And the gearing is perfect for that role. So, we got over 500,000 credits, 7,000 XP, 3 kills, 2 torpedo strikes, 9 base defenses, 3,321 base XP. Most of that's probably from the base defense, but we'll take it. We did around 110,000 points of damage in 13 minutes. Not bad. I love this ship. You're going to see a lot of it. Now, this is our double replay video of the week. The next game, not quite as much of a carry, but it was still a fantastic game. So, we are in the Tier 9 Soviet destroyer, Udaloi. It has 6 main guns, 15 torpedoes, 22 AA guns, a surface detection of 7.2 kilometers, top speed 40 knots, total health 18,800. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main battery, increase main battery accuracy, reduce the chance of flood and fire, faster rudder shift, and concealment. For my commander, situation awareness, faster turret traverse, superintendent, advanced firing training, and concealment again. We are on the map Islands of Ice, and I spawned on the south side. I choose to run up this southeast side of the map. There are a lot of tiny islands, a lot of little areas where a destroyer could hide. It's a fantastic part of the map for US destroyers to push, possibly Soviet destroyers, maybe Mogamis, maybe Kutuzevs, maybe Cleveland's if they ever get on this map. I don't think Cleveland's can get on this map anymore. But yeah, This map is interesting. It's got a wide open center, perfect for Japanese destroyers. Their torpedo systems are insane. Battleships usually like to stay in the center or head for the island chain in the northwest side of the map. There are a lot of aircraft carriers in this game, 4 total. So it's going to be terrifying for me. I really need to do my best to avoid contact with the enemy. You notice I turned off my AA almost immediately because of that. Now, we're getting a little bit of information right now. Looks like a friendly cruiser is going a little bit too far forward. He's at, what, G6? Yeah. That guy's gonna die. Spoiler alert, right? You can't move forward like that. You're being spotted by the enemy team. You are also way too far in the open. Battleships and cruisers will just light you up. So we're probably going to start with a deficit already. One of the aircraft carriers is trying to... Oh, what? We're scouted by something. Okay, it's got to be a destroyer with better detection. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Enemy Fletcher. We engage the Fletcher. Notice his guns are not pointed at us. And first shot, we completely destroy one of his 2 front guns. And I'm trying to get the other. We missed the destruction of the gun. We did do 1,500. We are now being perpetually scouted by the enemy aircraft. And yep, the guy at G6 is dead. So what would I do as a Fletcher? Well, I have information that he does not. I'm going to send out torpedoes and try and take him out. So I do a hard starboard turn to avoid the potential torpedo strike. This jerk of an aircraft carrier is keeping me spotted. So I figure, okay, we're going to turn on our AA, set him as primary, and try and whittle down the aircraft. Now, don't get me wrong. This is exactly what he's supposed to do. He's only a jerk because he's doing it to me, okay? I would have done the same thing to an enemy destroyer if I was in an aircraft carrier. And I respect good strategy. This is fantastic strategy. About 3 or 4 enemies know who I am. They know exactly who I am. So, they're not going to underestimate me. They want to kill me. This Kutazev is coming into this area. I want nothing of a fast rate of fire cruiser. No, thank you. We're going to leave this area. We have a couple friendlies that are backing us up. They are much better at dealing with that cruiser than I am. And we get 2 kills. Wow, okay. Can we get... Oh, 3 aircraft shot down. Can we get another? Yes, we can. Good. 4. This guy, he's getting a little lazy. Maybe he's having to deal with the aircraft that are coming in. Yes, go, friendly aircraft carrier. Take out the enemy one. I can only imagine how many actions per minute it can require at this super high tier. I'm trying to play tier 7 aircraft carriers, and I'll kind of lose 100% focus for half a second, and they'll do a devastating attack run, wipe everything out. It really does require great awareness and using those hotkeys all the time. This Admiral Hipper is right in front of me. I don't want to fire at him. No, thank you. He has the rank 1 camouflage, I believe. So don't underestimate him. This is a skilled player. It's a little cheat sheet. Whenever you see the teal, white, and black, the guy got rank 1. So they're good at something. But for now, I'm looking at the map. I'm noticing that we're pretty light on defense at A. So I'm going to try and head over there. I was worried that the enemy might use the northwest side to move towards our base and capture it. We have 4 ships all in the southeast side of the map. That's a little bit too much, in my opinion. Friendly aircraft carrier is able to eliminate one of the enemy aircraft carriers. That is a huge deal. That will help us immensely. And I was also hoping maybe the Fletcher will show himself again. We see the Fletcher. He popped his smoke, probably blind firing from the smoke. And where's the other enemy destroyer? We know where one is, obviously. Where's the other? And the other enemy destroyer actually has a kill. So he has been a little bit busy. It's also a Japanese destroyer. So you can expect torpedoes, torpedoes, torpedoes. The Udaloi torpedo systems are fantastic. I got the hull upgrade, so now I can carry 15 torpedoes. Yes, 15 torpedoes. It is terrifying. The default, the A hull, has 9. So getting it up to 15, you can wipe out battleships. Now, I do give up a little bit of detection. It's only 7.2 with both the module and the skill, plus the camo. I have 800 meters of dead zone. That's it. So a lot of your torpedoes are predicting that the player will move into range. And as I'm heading over here, I notice, oh man, we lost another one. There's only 2 friendly ships defending A. There's an enemy cruiser who appears to be heading in a vulnerable location of the map. And I'm like, Pensacola, eh? The Pensacola is going to head in front of this island. So we're going to send our torpedoes, 1 at and 1 forward. It looks like we'll have a pretty good chance to strike the enemy. The aircraft are on the southeast side of the map. And this Pensacola is distracted. It looks like he's firing on the battleship right behind me. And he's not changing his course. So far, so good. Oh, by the way, constant questions. How do you zoom in on your torpedoes or your guns? I press Z or Z, and then you press C to cycle between all the torpedoes / shells in travel. And it looks pretty good. This Pensacola, oh, I think he recognizes it. He actually beached himself. He's trying to back up, though. Is the far left torpedo going to strike the enemy? And I gave up. I was like, ugh, not going to work out. But look at what happened. Because, oh, whoa, that was close. Look at what happened. Because he beached himself, a friendly was able to do massive citadel damage to him. And we're just going to line up a shot, try and fire on him. He, of course, right as I fire, he changes his course to move forward. And we're going to take fire from the enemy. Now, you might ask, Notser, why are you trying to fire without popping your smoke? Well, I'm trying to make them interested in engaging my ship. Notser, that seems a little reckless. Yes, it is 100% reckless. But it will help my team survive by taking 1 salvo away from a friendly. Ah, yes, we're able to take out the enemy Pensacola. By taking 1 salvo away from a friendly ship, maybe they'll get an opportunity to finish off a ship that they would not have had if they would have taken 1 more salvo. So, yes, it is a mind game to a degree. You are exploiting the fact that the enemy is probably going to be a little bit more aggressive going after a destroyer than, say, a cruiser that's firing on them. Anytime a destroyer shows up pretty close, they choose to fire on it. Now, obviously, we are out of range. We cannot fire anymore. I see this enemy Kagero. He's been harassing my team all game over here, and I'm going to go straight to him. I have not shown myself since firing on the enemy, so for all they know, I might be repositioning to somewhere around the island chain in the north position right now. Maybe I am setting up an attack run on the cruiser that's being attacked by the aircraft carrier right now. I'm going to hold my fire for as long as possible. Even though this guy is in range, I want him to be completely shocked whenever I do open up. So I'm going to get as close as I can. 7.2 kilometers, somewhere around there is when I'm going to decide to fire. The friendly Otago is trying to fire on this guy, and oh, he drops off. Aircraft carrier, come on, scout this guy, please. Looks like he's going to. He's scouted again. 7.4. And there we go. We open up with our first salvo. This guy is completely in the dark. His guns aren't even looking at us. We knock out his engines. He sends out torpedoes. We need to maneuver to avoid that, of course. He pops the smoke. And I'm just going to continue my process, moving straight towards this enemy destroyer. I'm not going to give him a chance. I already know he's used his trump card. He's used his torpedoes. I can outdamage his guns. Plus I have more health. He's done. It's just how long is he going to stay alive? There are 2 enemy cruisers moving towards A, and we're going to have to deal with that in time. Thankfully, we are not detected. We take out one of his back guns. He's only got 2 turrets left. He's wiggling. Anytime you see a target wiggling, you want to get in front of that target. It's going to take a little bit of time, to pull the rudder back. And in that time, we knocked out a turret again. He's only got one left. In that time, you can land your salvo. Is he going to die to me or the fire? He dies to me. Good. We take out that enemy destroyer. Now, the enemy is on our point right now. This is really bad. We are behind by a couple ships, plus we're not getting any benefit from the tick. So what we have to do is we have to work one by one, take out the enemy ships. And he was one of the people that were very kind and telling me how much they appreciate my videos. And I felt really bad killing him, but I had to. He was a threat. I can't allow that threat to exist. So, of course, we're going towards the New Orleans, the Pensacola. Thankfully, they don't have torpedoes. And quite honestly, those ships are underperforming compared to other cruisers of the same tier. If it was a Mogami, I would not like to touch that. Myoko, no thank you. But because it's a Pensacola and a New Orleans, I feel a little bit better about what I'm about to get myself into. It looks like we're going to have benefit of friendly aircraft, and I get inside my gun range, and I would love to use my guns against this guy. Friendly Otago sends out his torpedoes in a widespread. Again, I don't really like widespread because it gives them too much of a gap to fit themselves in. We send out our torpedo based on the position this Pensacola is moving. We are going to come to a complete stop, and we're going to become a gunboat. Just unloading on the Pensacola. Now, he's got pretty good angling. Going to stick with HE for now. We're also going to be able to defend the base because of this. Looks like he will completely avoid the torpedoes that I sent and the friendly. And he does a blind fire. He actually lands on my ship. Oh, here we go. He's showing a lot. We get 2,000 with HE, but now we've got AP loaded. Firing at the waterline. Ugh, that was bad. Okay, let's adjust a little bit more. A little bit back. Oh, okay, that's better. He's turning towards us. Notice he's turning towards us. Sometimes moving away or moving towards will look similar, so just use that mini-map to confirm. And his angling's good. He's trying to avoid the torpedoes. He is successful. He's showing perfect broad. Oh, yeah. We did terrible with AP until that salvo. And then we got 2 citadels and did massive damage. We transitioned to the New Orleans. We still have AP loaded, and he's angling his ship. We're going to unload AP, and then we're going to consider, should we stick with AP? This is not ideal, but he's going to come back. He's going to allow us to fire on his side, and the Otago's barely alive. Let's keep the Otago alive. Come on, keep him alive. He's showing his side. This is perfect for AP. Oh, this is great dispersion. This should be it. It looks good. Oh, it is good. We take out that New Orleans. The Otago's still alive. Enemy Tirpitz is showing up. We're still behind, but we're bringing it back. Let's get this Tirpitz. Friendly aircraft are trying to torpedo bomb him right now. There is an enemy dive bomber and an enemy torpedo bomber in the area. It looks like the dive bomber actually did his attack. We still have to deal with this torpedo bomber. And I know what's coming, so I'm trying to keep my bow pointed towards the torpedo bomber. The Tirpitz takes a good, clean torpedo strike. Looks like another sandwich strike. Both aircraft carriers are going on the Tirpitz. Gotta keep that torpedo bomber in sight. He's coming down. Here it comes. And were we good? Enemy Tirpitz dies, by the way. Yeah, we're good. It's really hard to get your torpedoes lined up and ready to go on a Soviet destroyer. They're just so fast. And we can cleanly outrun this. We can actually turn right into it and avoid the torpedoes completely. We are so close to bringing this back. We need another kill, though. This North Carolina is the perfect target. I would love to find the enemy destroyer. Have no idea where that guy is. Also, we're never going to catch the aircraft carrier. So our focus should be, obviously, on the target that we could see, which is this North Carolina. And I open up. I want him to fire on me. I want to distract him, make him consider actually engaging me. I have no intention of staying hidden. Look where he's going. He's going right for the friendly aircraft carrier. You have to put this carrot right in front of this guy, or he's just going to go all out at the aircraft carrier, which he is basically. We have AP loaded, and we're doing pretty good damage against this guy. Now, he doesn't have the upgraded hull. I believe the upgraded hull puts you up to 66,000. It's been a while since I've been in the North Carolina. I do a quick check. The aircraft carrier is still alive. He's still alive. But it's not looking good. We have aircraft everywhere. I'm, of course, detected. I was worried about the battleship behind me. Have no idea what he's doing. I just have to risk it. We swap to HE. He's turning. I would love a fire. Please give me a fire. I have such bad luck for fires, and I try and spread them on the superstructure. It's just not working out for me. Oh, look who's here. The enemy Fletcher, and he is going all in on the friendly aircraft carrier. I have to throw caution to the wind. I have to take this guy out. I'm going to do everything in my power to get damage on the target. I don't care about the outcome. There are enemy aircraft incoming. We actually take out one of his guns. Now remember, we've already knocked out one. He's down to at least 3, maybe 2 guns based on what I've seen. He's trying to hide in the smoke, and I think he's come to a complete stop. Okay, here is the real deal. Oh, we blind fire. We get a little bit of damage. I'm adjusting it ever so slightly. He shows back up. Come on, take him out. He's firing. Oh man, this is tense. We need this kill. We did take out the battleship, but this guy could take out the friendly aircraft carrier and we would still lose. Trying to blind fire. Where are you? I don't know how these guys are so successful finding me in the smoke. Nope. Oh, we got a piece. We got a piece. Can we do it again? Oh, I would love to find this guy. Oh, this is so awkward. He could see me, of course. Oh, he takes a torpedo. Completely destroyed. And look at this game. We were behind. Very little hope. But because we were able to focus down the biggest threat every single time and protect our high-value targets, we were able to come back in this game and put ourselves in position with 1 minute left to be ahead by over 1 ship. Even if this battleship was able to take me out, we would still win this game. And I love games like this because this really does show that there's enough time in the game to make the right choices to help your team win the game. Now, of course, I don't care if I die. I just want to get a little bit of damage before the game ends. I'm going to go neutral. Oh yeah, all arounds land everywhere but on the ship, thankfully. 25 seconds left. He will have 1 more salvo before the game is over. He fires his back gun. We need to make sure that we don't take too much. We avoid it again. Nice. 15 seconds left. And I'm just doing chip damage. I think I set him on fire and he put it out earlier. And just notice the location. We're trying to hit the superstructure, the command tower, the smokestacks. That's really the juicy bits for HE. Oh! We took a huge shot there, but the game's over. And this game is just one of those examples. Never give up, never surrender. You can start with a deficit, but you can still come back. 4 kills, 2 citadels, 2 base defenses, over 350,000 credits earned, 1,937 base XP, but we were behind most of the game. That was really what I loved about it. We did around 75,000 points of damage. It's okay. Both games completely different. One's a stomp, one is just barely eking out a win. I hope you enjoyed both of these replays. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.